Hello, welcome into game number 2. Getting things underway here. First game finished up about 25 minutes ago with Cosumnes River taking game 1 and leading off. Playing center field this time as Atade. She took ball 1 now. Takes ball 2. Down and away. Thanks for joining us. Jeremy Hurtado bringing the action today live here from San Jose City. Again, game 2 of our doubleheader here between Cosumnes River Hawks and the San Jose City Lady Jags. That one up and away for ball 3, so not a good way to start the game. So far here for San Jose City. That one in the strike zone for a strike. Three and 1 the count here as we start game 2. That one swing back to the pitcher, Sterling, or Sealing rather, over to Zambrano for out number 1. Quickly, San Jose City gets the first out of the ball game. Good way to start the game for Sealing, who came in relief. in the 6th inning of the game 1. Masasi up to bat here for the Hawks. She was deadly in game 1, had 2 home runs for the Hawks. This time swinging and missing. There was a big swing there by Masasi. One. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Masasi again swinging for the fences. Already has 2 on the day. Looking to get a 3rd one on those last 2 rips. Ceiling trying to keep things controlled here for San Jose City in the top of the 1st. Here's the wind. The pitch off the edge. Ball 2. Evens the count 2-2. So it's Masasi at the plate, Azamar on deck, followed by Black. Pretty much the same lineup. A couple of changes at the bottom of the lineup as Brian and Ogle getting the start here for Cosumnes River. Give you the full lineup right now as Hadi led off. She's playing center. Masasi playing second. Azamar catching. Black out in right field this time instead of left. Fasula at second, or shortstop rather. Hoke, the designated player. Naja Fejadi, the first baseman, as that's another strikeout for San Jose City College. 2 down. Asmar steps on the plate. Hahn playing left field. Brian at second base, and Ogle on the mound for the Hawks. Defensively, it's Gutierrez, Vergara, and Donahoe in the outfield. From left to right. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. Corona, Kizaran, Walker, Zambrano from 3rd to 1st. Martinez behind the plate, and again Ceiling in the mound, or on the circle rather, excuse me, for San Jose City. Here's the pitch, and it's up and away for ball 2. Ceiling lines, pitch, low and inside for ball 3. So 3-0. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. Ceiling in the circle on the pitch. Up high and away, ball 4. So a walk. That's how things get going here in the top of the 1st for San Jose City. On defense, Cosumnes River. Black comes to the plate. Strike 1. Here's a pitch. And it's in there for strike 2. That one up high. 2-1. pitch just low and evens the count 2-2 with runner on first base. Azamar not looking to go anywhere. Here's the pitch swing, and that one's fouled off. The batting cage is off to the left side, and we'll redo it. You see the runner at first base. Azamar looking. Zambrano trying to play close. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball to third base. Goes a short way to second, and that'll do it. And at the end of one, our score is 0-0. Jags coming to bat here on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your Jaguar spot.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot at San Jose City College.
It's never too late to find your Jaguar spot.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot at San Jose City College.
Leading off for the Jags is center fielder Vergara, stepping into the plate for her first appearance here in Game 2, followed by Gutierrez, Martinez, Apostle, Walker, Zambrano, Sealing, Casana, Corona, and then rounding out the batting order is Donahue. For the Jags, facing Ogle on the mound. For Cosumnes River. KK Ogle stepping into the circle for the Hawks. First two pitches were strikes as we get things cleared up here and on the underway. That one outside for a ball. 1-2 is Vergara. Tries to lead things off and get things going positive here in game number 2 for the Jaguars. That one just falls off the plate, and it's a strikeout to lead the game for Ogle. So Vergara strikes out to start the game. Gutierrez in left field here in game 2 is going to be up next. Here's the line and pitch by Ogle. That one just off the corner for a ball. Ogle ready. Gutierrez steps back into the batter's box. Here's the one and the pitch. Fakes a bunt, takes it for ball 2. 2-0 here on Gutierrez. Here's the wind and pitch. That one swung through by Gutierrez. Makes it 2-1. Ball 3. Gutierrez looks to get something started here for the Jags. Again, followed by DJ Martinez, who went deep in game 1 for the Jags. Here's the wind and pitch by Ogle. That one catches the corner. So full count to the second batter of the inning for Ogle. Here's the wind and pitch. Ogle delivers one down the middle. That one's high off the wall. One hopper. Gutierrez round second, looking to go for 3. Here's a relay throw. It gets her there, and it beats her. And she's out at third base. Great relay throw by Cosumnes River. Looked like it was Masasi that had the throw and got it over to third base for Brian to tag out Gutierrez. So Gutierrez gets a double. And then out, trying to stretch it to a triple. So that effectively clears the bases, and it sends up DJ Martinez, the catcher for the Jags, with nobody on, and that one's off the plate outside. So Atati doing a good job of getting the ball off the wall, getting it to Masasi, and then over to Brian for the out. Cosumnes River doing a great job of hitting the cutoff and making it an easy throw to third base for the out. Here's the pitch to Martinez. It's up and away. 2-1. Like the aggressiveness by the Jags here early. Didn't have a lot of chances to run the bases in game 1, so get a chance and being aggressive on the base paths. That time just a little too aggressive and getting thrown out at third base. 3-1, DJ Martinez up in the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one's in the ground. Ball 4 as Jags get technically their second base runner of the game, but really their first because first one was thrown out at third base. So Apostolo coming up for the Jags. Here's the wind and the pitch outside for a ball. Pump fake by Azamar. Nothing going on at first base, though. That one outside for a ball as well. Martinez a catcher at first. Ogle back into the circle. Readies for the pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. In there on the corner for strike 1. That one hit into center field for a base hit. Into second goes Martinez for the third hit of the inning. Actually, second hit of the inning, excuse me. Martinez was a walk. My apologies. Now Walker coming to the plate, and that's quickly going to bring in a little mound visit for the Hawks, as they talk about strategy here with 2 on and 2 out, bottom of the first inning. Again, if you're just joining us, thanks for catching Game 2 here of the doubleheader between Cosumnes River Hawks and the homestanding Lady Jags of San Jose City College. You can go back and watch Game 1 on demand anytime on NorCal Sports TV /YouTube or YouTube/NorCal Sports TV. Check it out. Cosumnes River got the victory 8-3 in an exciting ball game that had a couple of home runs in it for Cosumnes River. In fact, 2 by the second baseman Masasi. And then a big home run by DJ Martinez, who's currently standing on second base for San Jose City. But alas, the Jags were unable to climb all the way back into the game as it was an 8-3 final. And this one is right back at them, and it's a third out of the inning. So that'll end the inning with no runs on, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. After 1, it's all squared at 0 on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your Jaguar spot.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot at San Jose City College.
Welcome back. So we're ready to start the top of the second. Jags have a little meeting, getting things ready to go as they look to face Fasala, Hoke, and Najafish Adi. Five, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup here for the Hawks. Ceiling with the pitch. That one looked a little low for ball 1. Good pitch, though. Nice miss. At least it's a competitive pitch where you got to watch it all the way, and it could be a either-or call. This one on the corner hits a strike call. Fasula, shortstop for the Hawks, drops a bunt down to third baseline, picked up by Corona, and it's foul. So it's going to be another strike. 1-2 now, the count. She was 2 for 3 in game 1 with the 2 base hits, an RBI, and a walk. This one right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. So staying hot is Fasula. Hoke stepping up into the batter's box for Cosumnes River. Zambrano making a little adjustment to the outfield alignment. Here's the wind, the pitch. That one's kind of slapped at and missed for strike 1. Kind of a half swing, half bunt. Nonetheless, it's 0-1 on the count. Zambrano playing about even with the bag. First base. Corona about 2 steps in front of third base. Here's a bunt, now pulls it back, no go. Martinez thought about throwing it, now throws it away. Nobody covering second base, and so easy. Fasula just drives right into second base. So that'll be a throwing error on the Jags. Now, really look for Hoke to put down the bunt here and try and get Fasula over to third base. Here's the wind and the pitch. This time the pitch comes up about 6 feet short of the ball. Thrown down to third as Fasula goes into third standing. Or correction, she slid into third regardless. Gets to third base with only nobody out, and that'll draw a mound visit from the catcher, DJ Martinez, and the infield trying to get a chance to talk about things here. Hoke was 2 for 2 with the sack bunt last game. So did a pretty good job with the bat at the plate last game earlier today, so expect her to be efficient here. Ground ball to second base side of the bag would probably drive in the run for the Hawks. Here's a wind and pitch for Sealing. She bunts and pulls it back to Hoke and takes it for a strike. So 2-2 is the count here. Nobody out. Top of the second. Sealing delivers up and away, and now it's a full count. Hoke battling there in the batter's box. Like I said, had 2 hits earlier, had a sack bunt. So clearly one of the weapons with the bats the Hawks love to have in this situation. Here's a pitch, and it's down and away for a ball. So Hoke draws the walk. Runners at the corners. And that brings up the first baseman for the Hawks, Nina Naja Fezada. Briggs comes in to run at first base for the Hawks. And runners at the corners, nobody out. Jags looking to take a turn 2 and kind of get out a little bit out of this jam. They'd give up the 1 run for the 2 outs if they can get that. Here's the pitch. Runner goes on the pitch. No throw, and it's a stolen base for Briggs. Actually, the throw is down to third, excuse me. Regardless, now 2 runners in scoring position for the Hawks. Fezada takes the pitch for a ball. So Fezada at the plate. Sealing in a little bit of trouble here in the second. That pitch is outside. A corner for a strike. A late call by the umpire. Excuse me. So 2-1. Runners at second and third. Jags trying to find a way to wiggle out of this jam in the second. Here's the pitch. Nice one right down the middle. Called strike 2. Naja Fezada just kind of caught up and looking at something maybe outside corner, and said that one came right back over the middle of the plate. So big pitch here. Sealing tries to wiggle away. Here's the pitch. That one held on to a little long and goes up high for a ball. So 3-2. Your pitch away from loading the bases here in the second is Sealing. We'll see how long the leash is for her. She came in and finished off game 1 of the doubleheader, pitched 2 innings. So we'll see how much she has in the tank for game 2. Ground ball over to Walker. She throws it over to first base as Zambrano gets the out. Runner scores, though, from third. Gives us a 1-0 Cosumnes River lead. So, choice. Get the fielder's choice for. Actually, it's the ground out, I'm sorry, for Naja Fejada. Gets the RBI, though. Hahn now up to the plate for the Hawks. That one skips in. Hahn playing left field here in the second game of the doubleheader. Hahn had a base hit and an RBI in the game 1, early in game 1. Sealing winds pitch, gets the call on the outside corner. Jags trying to hold this to a 1-run inning. As Sealing steps back on the rubber. Here's the wind pitch, pop up in the right field. Donahoe comes in on it, makes a catch, now throwing to the plate. Tag is there, and it's a double play. Catch him and throw out at home plate by the Jags to end the first, or the bottom in the inning here. Great job here on the fly out to Donahoe. Boom, makes a strong throw back home. Ball gets there in time, as you see on the replay, and that'll do it. 1-0. San Jose City coming to bat here in the bottom of the second.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities.
With online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
Bottom of the second inning, Zambrano, Sealing, Kizanar up to bat for the Jags. Versus Ogle as the first pitch is outside for a ball. Anaya Zambrano, the first baseman for San Jose City. Had a base hit and RBI in game 1. Here's the wind and pitches outside. So 2-1. Zambrano ahead in the count here as the leadoff batter for the Jags. In the top of the second. Correction, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch by Ogle. It's down low for a ball, 3-1. Here's the pitch. This one down and in. And a walk. Gets Zambrano over to first base. McKenna Sealing coming up to bat, get a chance to help herself here versus Ogle. Here's the one and the pitch, swing and soft liner right to the shortstop. Right behind second base, and that'll be the easy out as Sealing lines out to the shortstop. Fasula. That pitch off the edge for a ball. Ogle winds, pitch on the corner for a strike, evens the count 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good swing there by Cosumnes. Keys are on. Swings. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Ogle comes in to change out the softballs. Now goes back to the circle. One and two the count. Here's the pitch. Swing, ground ball, weakly hit to short. Charging it is Posada. And they're in time for the putout over to first base. For out number 2, moving up on the play is Zambrano over to second. Let's get a chance to take a look at it. Right here, coming at you. Just beats the runner, does Fasani. This one, ground ball off to short, knocked over to second, but not able to make the play are the Hawks, and that'll put runners at the corners. Again, another chopper to the shortstop. Got over to second base, and then you can see there, just barely beating it out, is Corona. Here's the wind and the pitch to Donahoe. Correction. Pitch to Vergara. That one catches the corner. Oh, no, you're all right. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one taken for a ball. 2-1. Swing, and that one fouled off the catcher and back to the backstop. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the second. Jags down 1-0. Looking to answer here. Bagara led off the top of the burst with the strikeout against Oval. Looking to get back in the positive this time. Runs up, takes it for a ball. So 3-2. Full count. There's a base to work with here for Ogle. He had second base and moved the runner over and load the bases, but still doesn't have to really give in to Bagara. But on deck is Gutierrez. That's not someone you want to see with the bases loaded, I would think. That swing and slapped at and fouled off the backstop. So it'll maintain 3-2 count. Bagara, typical leadoff slap hitter. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing fouled back again by Vergara. And we'll do it again here. Full count, runners at the corners. Get a good look at him there from our sideline cam. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one taken outside for ball 4, and that'll load him up. So just like I said, you had the base to work with. You threw the pitch out in the corner, didn't get the call. And now you got to deal with Gutierrez, who hit a double into the gap in the first inning and was thrown out trying to make it a triple. First pitch in there for a strike. Ogle set, delivers, swing and a miss, strike 2. That one goes all the way to the backstop. Najee Fasade came down from first base to cover home plate. Good job there by her coming down, and just in case the runner broke from third, she was there for a possible play at the plate. Ogles steps back into the circle. Here's the wind, the pitch. Ground ball up the middle to second base, flipped over to shortstop, and they'll be out. Number 3, as that one goes Masai to Fasala, and that'll end the inning. 3 left on base. Jags threaten, but can't come away with anything here on NorCal Sports TV.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
Top of the third inning we go. Jags trail 1-0. It's Bryan, then Ogle, then back to the top of the lineup for Cosumnes River and Atade. The 9 8, 9, 10 hitter, or 9, 10, 1. So third baseman Brian steps into the plate. Her first at bat of the afternoon. She came in and played some defense towards the end of the game last game, but takes ball 1 there. Ceiling with the wind and the pitch. That one falls in there for a strike. Nice off-speed pitch there by Brian. That one, big play there by the second baseman. As take a replay of that. That one just actually was shortstop, excuse me. Sorry about that. Cosumnes. And still great catch there. Gets the out for the Jags. That one falls for a ball. As Ogle is not up. That's Hadi at the plate. She grounded out to the pitcher last time. That one faked the bunt, pulls it back, takes it for ball 1. Correction, ball 2. Three and 0. Atade in the driver's seat here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Taken for strike 1. Atade 0 for 1 today here in game 2, but was all over the bases in game 1. Here's the wind, the pitch, ground ball, the shortstop. Casade over at Zambrano and got her. So another ground out for Atade, and she's 0 for 2. You see Zambrano getting the put out there to be the second out of the inning. This one fouled down the line. So retrieved by the left fielder Gutierrez. Masazi struck out her first at bat in the first, but did all kinds of damage in the first game. 2 home runs, multiple RBIs, and general menace on the base paths for the Hawks as she watches that one bounce in for a ball. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one misses. 2 and 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball fouled off by the Jags dugout once again. 2 and 2. 2 outs nobody on. Be a great way to get out of the inning here is get the red hot Masazi. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the second time today, Masazi strikes out, and that ends the inning. Good inning for the Jags. We'll be back with the bottom of the inning after this on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
Yep. We're back here as Ogle's getting ready to start her warm-up tosses here in the bottom of the third inning. Throwing it down for the Jags is the catcher, Azamar, and so leading off for the Jags here to start the bottom of the third inning is Martinez. DJ Martinez walked the first time at that. That first pitch is on the corner for a strike. This one lofted in the right field. A sliding attempt is no good, and that'll be a base hit for Martinez as Black was unable to come away with it. Good effort there by Black, just couldn't get underneath it. And so it'll go down as a base hit for the Jags, a leadoff type. Jags' fourth hit of the game. So far, just unable to get anything to go across on the scoreboard. Ogle winds, pitch. That one's bunted down the third baseline. Good bunt. Has some trouble picking it up. Does Brian, and she's unable to make a play. And so it's going to be a bunt single. And now Jags got things going. 2 runners on. As Apostle dropped the bunt down the third baseline. And Brian unable to come away with it. Got some action going on in the bullpen for the Hawks as Savannah Folk are warming up over there in the bullpen. So we'll see how long Ogle goes. This bunt attempt gets past the catcher. No advancement from the runners. So because as it was fouled away, I couldn't tell if it was contact or not from our position. Sorry about that, but scoreboard says strike 1, so runners at first and second, nobody out. Big chance here for the Jags to get back in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, or excuse me, strike 2. As Walker looks to get her first hit of the game, too. Here's the pitch. Swing. Fouled off. Stays alive, does Walker. Ogle going for a walk around the circle. Now looking down for the signal. gets set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and grounded the shortstop over to third. Go to Brian, and they get the force there as Martinez is forced out. So fielder's choice. Fielder's choice gets Walker over to first base. Zambrano, the first baseman, comes up with one out. That one just missed for a ball. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one comes up short. Ball 2. As the sun goes behind the trees here in right field, so shadows starting to creep into the field of play as you got some that are reaching just about halfway between second base and right field line. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that one catches the corner for strike. Zambrano, first baseman for the Jags. Had a base hit and RBI in game 1. That one goes high and away for ball 3. Sealing on deck for the Jags. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one in there for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first base and second base for the Jags. Here's the wind, pitch, swing, and a foul ball back into the Jags dugout. Stays at 3-2. Umpire taking a moment to clean the plate. Ogle on the rubber. Got action going in the Jags bullpen as well. This one's swing, and it's going to find its way into center field. Rounding third and hitting the brakes is Aposo. And it's going to be bases loaded for the Jags with 1 out. And that'll prompt another meeting at the mound for Cosumnes River, and that might be the end of the line. As like I said earlier, there was action in the Cosumnes River bullpen as Savannah Froke was warming up. Looking at the action across the way in the Jags bullpen, that is game 1 starter. Looking like she's getting loose. She might be coming in to kind of close out this game. We'll see if that's the case as Priya is in the bullpen getting loose for the Jags. But long discussion going on the mound here. We'll see what ends up transpiring. Doesn't look like there's going to be a change. They're going to keep Ogle in the circle. Oh, that's close to being a second mound visit as coach had left the circle, but I think it's an equipment issue. I'm not sure what's going on there. Everybody's kind of laughing, so nothing too distractive then. So got things back underway here. Again, setting the scene for you. We got bases loaded, 1 out. McKenna Sealing stepping into the plate. Sealing lined out to the shortstop to end the inning in the second. This one swing and grounded down the first baseline, foul. Here's the wind, the pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1. Ogle rocks, delivers, ball low and away. So Sealing steps back in ahead of the count, 2-1. Chance to put the Jags back up, or actually on the scoreboard for the first time. That one, late called strike, makes it 2-2. Fly ball to the outfield, gets a sac fly. Ground ball, hard at somebody, might get it done too, as long as it's not right at the shortstop or second baseman. This one, ground ball through the hole into left field. One runs in. Stopping, hitting the brakes is the runner at third, Zambrano, and that will tie the ball game up at 1. An RBI single by Sealing helps her own cause. And that brings up Cosumnes. That one finds the plate for strike 1. Swing, and this one is down the right field line. Black comes up with it. Her throw keeps another runner from coming in, but San Jose gets another run there as Hazare gets a base hit into right field, and that scores another Jag. And now it's 2-1, and prompting another visit. And this time looks like it's going to be a pitching change. So with that, we'll take a break in the action. We'll be right back here on NorCal Sports TV.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a four-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
So coming to the circle for Cosumnes River is number 1. Savannah Froke. Froke out of Livermore High School, freshman, 5'7". She's playing for Cosumnes River. Like I said, warming up in the bullpen a little while ago next to me. Got a chance to watch some of her pitches. And so, again, Froke, the freshman pitcher from Livermore High School. Not too far from San Jose here. Get a chance to play on this beautiful Friday afternoon here in San Jose. Again, yesterday, a little rain action. Today, partly cloudy, sun It's been out nice and warm, and then went behind the trees. I had to go put my sweatshirt on. It's getting a little chilly. So, as I'm sitting in the shade finally, lucky for me, camera guy out there in center field, not so lucky yet. Hosker getting the little suntan action out there in center field. He's out there getting his suntan on and right in center field for there, giving the camera action for us. Back to play here as Froke gets ready to make her first pitch of the afternoon. That one's outside for a ball. Jags up 2-1. Here, 8 hits so far in the first 3 innings for the Jags. Also, 1 error for the Jags on the field, but this one, Jags have a chance to kind of break things open early. They can hit one in the gap here. As Corona is 1 for 1 with a base hit in the second inning. Here's the wind and the pitch from Froke. That one up high for a ball. Wind and the pitch swung on. Ground ball out into the center field. 1 run will score, and that'll do it as they hold the ceiling at third base. Still another station-to-station baseball and another base hit, RBI, and another run scored for the Jags. As we go back to the top of the order, Vergara, the leadoff hitter, comes up for her third at that of the afternoon here in Game 2. She's officially 0 for 1 with a walk. This time takes strike 1. Here's the wind of the pitch, slapped at and goes foul by Vergara. So that'll be strike 2. Cosumnes River 11-1 after the win earlier today. Second place in the Big 8 conference. Tied for first because no one's played a league game yet, but they have them listed second place because DVC is 1-0, hasn't lost a game, so take that for what you will. 1-2 the count. This one swung on, throw down from first, nice force out at the home plate. So bases remain loaded as Vergara hits in the fielder's choice. Makes it 2 outs. Good play there by Naja Fazadi to come up and throw home. Here's the wind and the pitch outside for a ball. Folk with the second offering inside. So quickly up 2-0 is Gutierrez. Again, still a chance to break this open here in the bottom of the third, already up 3-1. Ball in the gap, probably scores 2, maybe even 3. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one inside for a ball. Nowhere to put Gutierrez. She's in the driver's seat now, 3-0. Here's the one, the pitch. That one's down the middle for a strike. Auto take there on 3-0 though, so Gutierrez just forcing Cosumnes River to throw a strike there. That one is off the plate, and that'll force in another run as the Jags add to their inning here, putting 4 across the board already as Gutierrez forces in a run. And now Martinez, the home run hitter from the game 1, has already got a base hit and an RBI here today. Wide pitch, that one low for a ball. Martinez was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a walk, and a home run in game 1. Looking to add to her solid day's work. This one, swing down the left field line, and it's fouled off the batting cages on that changeup, and it'll make it a 1-2 count. DJ comes into this game, average .556 batting average, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored. So does most of the damage there for the Jags offensively, and that one in for a ball, 2-2. Here's the wind, the pitch. This one bounced into center field. That'll score 2 as the play at the plate is cut off by the first baseman, Najar Fazade. And so 2 more runs come across the board for the Jags as the 2-run single for Martinez. She continues to swing the hot bat. Costello now up for the Jags as they're putting a 6 spot up so far here in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch a little bit off, actually on the corner, excuse me, as the umpire gives the late strike signal. Jags now got 10 hits here in the first 3 innings. Here's the wind and the pitch. This one golfed into the outfield, middle deep center field, and it's caught by Atade, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Jags get the big sticks out and put 6 on the board and take a 6-1 lead. We're back with more Jaguar softball here on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
Jags put up 6 runs on the board in the bottom of the 6th as we head to the top of the, bottom of the 3rd as we head to the top of the 4th. And now have a little bit of breathing room as they look to knock off Cosumnes River and give them their 2nd loss of the season. Jags are 3-4-1 coming into this game. They were 3-3-1 before the day started, but as I said, they dropped game 1. Coming up to bat for Cosumnes River number 42, the catcher, Azamar. 0 for 0 today. Had no official at-bats, just a walk so far here in this game. Emily was 3 for 4 in game 1. She's got a .409 batting average with 1 home run and 6 RBIs on the season. That one up. Talked about her big game here in the first game. She was 3 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI in that first game victory by the Hawks, and that one swing and fouled back to the backstop. It'll be Asmaral, Black, and then Fusala for the Hawks here in the top of the 4th as they look to get something going against Sealing. That one in there for a strike as it evens the count at 2-2. That pitch up and away. Coming into the start, Sealing had a 9.8 ERA with 5 innings pitched so far here in the second game of the doubleheader. Having a solid performance, only giving up the 1 run, but that's a walk to start up things off here for the Hawks. So that'll bring up Black. Martinez thought about throwing back behind the runner and instead just gets it back to Sealing. Amani Black, the batter, playing right field, and she flies out to right fielder Donahoe, making the catch for the Jags. So flying out to her counterpart. That'll give us the first out of the inning. That brings up Pasula. For the Hawks. Charlize Fasula, 2 for 3 in the game earlier today. Takes a low for a ball. Comes in batting .273 on the season. 2 RBIs and 9 runs scored. That pitch evens up the count at 1-1. So now you can see shadows starting to appear on the infield there, right behind the hitter, or pitcher rather, as that one goes down away. Makes it 2-1. See the shadow just to the left of the pitcher starting to creep onto the infield there. Luckily for the hitter, the ball doesn't really go from the shadows to the sun to the shadows, as the shadow's just off to the left of the pitcher. That one swung on, ground ball to short, third base, over to second with it, and that'll get the out there as Corona throws to Walker. So that's 2 outs. Runner stays at first. Brings up Alexis Hope, the designated player. Walked her first at bat. That one swing, and it's a pop-up and controlled by a Walker at second base, and that'll do it. Ends the inning, no runs on one hit, one left on, and the Jags go to the bottom of the fourth, up 6-1.
Growing up, I thought basketball was my best path, one shot to success. At San Jose City College, that all changed. My mentors saw more in me than I saw in myself and showed me that I could be anything. No one in my family had ever graduated from college, but I knew I had an obligation for future generations. At San Jose City College, you can go anywhere you want to go and be anything you set out to be. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
Coming to San Jose City College is one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Because of City College, I became a better athlete and student. City College has some of the best sports facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel on the court and in the classroom. At City College, I've had the chance to play for amazing coaches and teammates.
I know this experience will help me when I transfer to a four-year college.
Welcome back here as we get ready to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Jags up 6-1 here over the Cosumnes River Hawks. Still in the circle for the Hawks is number 1. Froke making her first appearance of the season in the circle. This one grounded off foul to the left. Walker leading off the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Jags. Here's the pitch and bounces in there for a ball. 1-1 the count. Froke winds. There's the pitch. That one swung on and fouled back. So 1-2 the count. 2 Walker. That one taken high for a ball. Walker was 0 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader today. This one swing fouled down the left field line and into the bullpen area for the Jags. Walker in 8 games played is batting .263 with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. That one off the fist to the second baseman. She comes up with it and throws out Walker at first. As Masadi gets it over to first base in time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Zambrano, who's 1 for 1 here so far in game 2. Had a base hit to the right fielder, was just unable to handle. Black had a chance to slide and make the catch and just couldn't hold on to it. Zambrano also walked, but in that third inning, she kind of helped lead the way as the base hit kind of got things going for the Jags. Now, the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Goes back to the backstop. So 1-1. Count, 1 out. Zambrano was 1 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader. Comes in batting .211. Takes that one for a strike. Here's the wind, the pitch outside for a ball. 2-2, evens up the count as Zambrano looks to get back in this battle. Zambrano's got 4 RBIs and scored 1 run on the season coming into the day. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one flies into center field, and it's easy out there by Atade. So 2 outs in the inning here. Brings up Sealing, who helped herself in the 6th inning with the base hit that was able to help spur the 6-run bottom of the 3rd inning. Done a solid job on the mound, too, or in the circle. Coming in, finishing up game 1, and then so far only giving up 1 run through 4 innings here in game 2. Takes first pitch strike. Here's the pitch, grounded to short. Up with it, throw, got him in time, and that'll do it as the Hawks able to put down the Jags. 1-2-3 here in inning number 4. We'll be back with the 5th here on NorCal Sports TV.
I grew up where kids weren't expected to go to college. We just got whatever job we could to pay the bills. I felt I had no other choice. There was no role models to show me anything else. At San Jose City College, I experienced the transformational power of education. I was empowered when learning about social movements in this country, and I realized that I did have a choice. I decided then to forge my own path and become a role model for my family and for my community. Choose your own path. Discover your brilliance at San Jose City College.
At City College, I have the chance to run for amazing coaches and teammates.
San Jose City College has some of the best athletics facilities I've ever seen.
As Jaguars, we have the opportunity to excel both on the track and in the classroom.
SJCC has the perfect balance of athletic and academic support that I know will help me when I transfer to a 4-year college.
I love being a Jaguar.
6-1, Jaguars up here in the top of the 5th inning. Cosumnes River trying to get something going off of a Sealing, who's been pretty spectacular here in the game 2, only allowing 1 hit so far and 4 innings of work. Leading off for the Jags is Naja Fazada. Fazada grounded out to shortstop, her first at bat here this afternoon in game 2. Was 1 for 2 in the first game. We got more action in the bullpen for the Jags. This time, looks like it's a different pitcher. I'll get you a name and number here in just a moment, as we're takes ball 2. So Sealing, maybe reaching her ceiling here in the top of the 5th. Here's the wind pitch. That one is inside, 3-0. Looks like it's Aaliyah Casares warming up in the bullpen for the Jags. Here's the wind and pitch. That one finds the plate. Makes it 3-1. Casares warming up in a hurry, so she at least thinks she's going to be coming to the game here soon. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Over to first with it to Zambrano, and that's a nice little put out there by Kisaran. And that's out number 1 for San Jose City here in the top of the 5th. So Kisaran over to Zambrano for out number 1, and now Searing trying to get the quick out number 2, and that one's over to third base. Corona from her knees throws and gets the call at first base. Much to the excitement of the Jags, you see them getting excited, and we'll get another look at it here from the first base cam. A little closer look. You'll see Corona in the background on the knees, throws one hop, and just gets the call, does the Jags for out number 2. Naja Fazada, second time she's grounded out. So Hahn stepping into the plate. And the left fielder, 0 for 1. Flied out to right field, her last at bat. This time, ground ball to the shortstop, Gerson. Over. And that'll do it quickly. The Jags get out of the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And after 4.5, Jags are up 6-1 here on NorCal Sports TV.
It's never too late to find your spot at San Jose City College.
And for adult education programs, it's free.
Get access to upskill opportunities
with online and in-person schedules to fit your needs.
I got my spot and increased my language skills.
Find your spot and start your future today at San Jose City College.
There's more than one path to a successful future.
And they're all in one spot at San Jose City College.
Plus, there are ways to do it with no tuition or fees.
Discover your spot today at San Jose City College.
Get a chance to look at the Hawks warming up there as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Jags up 6-1 as you get a chance to get a glimpse inside the dugout there. Jags getting things ready, getting the bats ready as they've had them going here in game number 2. Castion leading off things here for the Jags. 1 for 2 with a single and a couple RBIs back in the 6-run bottom of the 3rd. That one in the dirt. Kistion. Nice play there to end the top of the inning from shortstop, and now quickly fouls one off to even off the count at 1-1. Here's the one, the pitch to Kistian. Swing and fouls it back, just got a piece of it to stay alive. Scoreboard says 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, there's 2 and 2. Okay. Just making sure. This one grounded up the middle in the center field for a base hit by Kistian. And so Jags have a leadoff base hit once again. That's their 10th hit of the game. That time Kistian, the Gilroy Christopher High School product. Another base hit. That's her second of the afternoon. And that brings up Corona, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI. Jay Corona took ball 1. Let's get a good look there of the pitcher, Froke, for Cosumnes River. Here's the wind and the pitch. This one swung on, grounded right back up the middle into center field again. Station to station baseball. As Kistian stays at second. And that's another hit for the Jags. And that's going to bring us to the top of the lineup. Center fielder Ari Vergara coming up to the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a walk, hitting the fielder's choice her last time at bat. So looking to get on the positive side of the ledger here. This time she takes strike 1. Here's the wind and the pitch by Froke. Bunt, pushed that. I think she pulled it back, though. Hard to tell from my angle. Looks like she did because of the ball on the scoreboard. So 1-1. Froke taking a long time. Now, confident with the signal. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one bunted, foul right there by the plate. That'll be a 1-2 count now. Vergara, the Santa Teresa High School product here from San Jose, sophomore. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one just kind of slapped into left field, and it's going to fall, but it's going to be a fielder's choice put out at third base as Castane had to wait until the ball was not caught, and it was Hahn able to make the throw to Brian for the putout. Here's the one on the pitch, that time in at hitter. So moving up, base pass is Gutierrez. Hit by pitch. So loads of bases back up. That one high for a ball. It's Martinez, 2 for 2. Couple RBIs here, and then gotta love softball. The dugout saying, "Hey, let's go 3 for 3. Let's go 3 for 3." It's DJ Martinez at the plate for the Jags. Here's the one in the pitch. That one swung on, ground ball to short. Thought about going home. Now goes late to first, and gets the call. So ground out fielder's choice RBI. That'll be another run for the Jags. Sorry, that was Gutierrez. So for Haga, my bad. I'm off by a run player, regardless. Now DJ Martinez is up. I don't know. No, I was wrong. I was right to begin with. I'm sorry, folks. Martinez grounded out. The announcer said Martinez was hitting again, but it wasn't. It was actually a Pasado, so. Day one here, softball coverage for us. I'll get things together, I promise. That one swung on to left field deep, and it's over the fence, gone. Home run for the Jags, and that is a big shot there by Shelby Apostolo, the Cupertino High School native. Puts a big blast on the board. And there's the announcer getting it right for the Jags. And regardless, Shelby clears the bases and makes it a 10-1 ball game. And that'll do it. So run rule is called, and the Jags are victorious here at Jaguar Stadium. Final score 10-1 after 5 innings. Jags are victorious here, so they split the doubleheader here on the day, losing game 1, but come back and get in game 2 in a big way. So don't forget, you can go back and watch us on demand anytime you like. Plus, we got more Jaguar athletics coming for you on tomorrow evening. We got Lady Jags basketball, and then next Friday we have another double header here on NorCal Sports TV with your Lady Jags softball playing host to Lassen. First pitch 12 o'clock noon Friday. As part of a doubleheader, that'll be another 12-2 game here. And then the next day, Saturday, 10-12. So doubleheaders galore next week as we got them coming on NorCal Sports TV. Once again, you get a chance to see the victorious Jaguars celebrating the Game 2 victory. For my camera guy, Oscar, out in center field, I'm Jeremy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on NorCal Sports TV.